Hey guys, welcome to my first ever sit down and talk YouTube video. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous, but let's do this. So, my name is Hannah and I am originally from Germany, but after I graduated high school in 2024, I decided to spend 3 months in South Africa working with this amazing non-profit organization called Tsibugang. As you might expect, South Africa is very different from where I am from, so I thought it would be fun to share some of the biggest culture shocks I experienced along the way. For most of my time, I was based in Mafikeng, working in a kindergarten called a creche here in the community of Mahwahwe. And here's what really stood out to me. Firstly, the traffic here is wild. So it's basically first come, first serve, and it's also common knowledge that the taxi drivers here, they have their own set of rules. Like, everyone knows that you should not mess with the taxi drivers because they just drive like they want to. Therefore, I wouldn't recommend you to ride a bicycle here. Also, because if you would want to ride a bicycle, you would have to do it on the opposite side of the road, facing all of the cars. I don't know why, but it's a rule here, probably because they think it's safer that way. Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about it. Secondly, animals roam freely on the streets. I mean, I was expecting to see some wildlife like lions or giraffes on a safari, but it was very surprising to me that there were donkeys, goats, cows, even horses just wandering through the streets while the people are actually behind the fences. So that was a surprising thing, but yeah, see for yourself. Okay, thirdly, safety is a big focus. You should probably always keep your car doors locked, and also in the parking lots there are these car guards who kind of watch over your cars while you are grocery shopping or something like that. Sometimes they even carry your groceries if you give them a little tip in return, and they basically watch your cars to prevent anyone from breaking into your car. Also, people here can get pretty angry really quickly, so you should be careful. Like, a few weeks ago, there was a big conflict between a taxi driver and a family father. They were just arguing about the parking lot, I think, and they ended up stabbing each other. So it's like, just be careful, alright? Okay, so next thing, load shedding, or you could also call it power cuts, happen regularly here. I mean, I didn't experience it much. It was only like 2 or 3 times when we didn't have electricity for about 5 to 8 hours, I think. But some locals, they even use an app to predict when the power will go out again, because it can happen, like it sometimes happens every day in certain periods. So the next one was, I think, the biggest culture shock for me, which is that there is trash like everywhere, literally everywhere. People here just toss their stuff, any kind of stuff, out of the car windows, saying it creates jobs. And this is really sad, but it kind of also shows how high the unemployment rate is in South Africa. But it's still, no, it's so bad for the environment. Yeah. I think that was the biggest culture shock for me so far. Also, people clear out the greenery from the land, like all of it. All the grass is gone, the bushes are gone. They leave the trees most of the times, but sometimes they also cut them down just because they are afraid that snakes might be hiding in the grass or something. And I mean, that is a danger, but also like the clearing of all of the greenery is so bad for the environment, and sometimes when it's windy there's just dust everywhere because there's no greenery to grab to grab all right, to grab the dust. Yeah, so that's kind of not so good. Oh, also a fun fact, most people here, they rake the dust to make it look tiny. If I find a picture, I'll insert it to you, but yeah, that was kind of funny. Oh yeah, the next one is a big one. South Africans love their meat. Like they have this thing called braai, like BRAAI, which is basically barbecue, but they call it braai. And also, like, there are some people that eat meat with every meal every day. So yeah, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you're probably gonna have a hard time coming to South Africa. Yeah, just to warn you. Okay, and the final thing that I found really impressive is how people just talk about their conflicts in such a humorous way. Despite life being tough for so many of them, they bring humor and energy into everyday life, which is just very inspiring. And they have this amazing way of laughing off things and keeping their spirits up, also in church. Like they sing a cappella always in 4-part harmonies. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. Okay. Thank you for sticking around and watching this video until the end. I hope it was kind of entertaining and informative for you. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye bye!